Okay, close your eyes. Keep them shut. Ponyo. No peeking. Get ready to look now. Abracadabra!
That steaming bowl that Lisa whips up during a typhoon is the absolute definition of comfort food. It's simple, it's heartwarming, it's hammy. There are few moments of anime food more iconic than the ramen from Studio Ghibli's Ponyo. So today, I'm going to recreate that dish. I'll show you how to make the most accurate, faithful version just like the movie. It's so simple, you can do this in under 15 minutes. But that's not all. I have created an upgraded version using a broth hack and additional techniques that make this ramen taste like it's been simmering all day. A simple weeknight dinner that you can easily do as well. Let's get to it. First up is the version that Lisa makes in just a few minutes to warm up and comfort a hungry Sosuke and Ponyo. The magic here is in the simplicity. The key toppings are non-negotiable: ham, green onion, and an egg. Now, in the film, Lisa discreetly places the egg and other ingredients directly into the bowl. You could do that, but for a much better result for a perfect jammy yolk, we're going to soft boil it separately. Bring a pot of water to a boil and lower in an egg. 6 to 7 minutes is the sweet spot for a yolk that's soft but not totally liquid. While the eggs are boiling, prep your other toppings. Thinly slice some green onion for a fresh, sharp bite. Then, slice up your ham. The sheer joy on Ponyo's face when she sees ham is one of the most adorable parts of the movie, so do it justice. As soon as they're done, transfer them to a cold water bath. This stops the cooking process and makes them significantly easier to peel. Alright, time for the main event. Grab your favorite instant ramen, whichever flavor you like. Add the contents of the seasoning packet in the serving bowl, then place the noodle brick right on top. I'm only using about half of the seasoning because these can be incredibly salty, so adjust to your own taste. Bring about 2 to 3 cups of water to a boil. I'm using the same boiled water I used for our eggs. Carefully pour the boiling water over the noodles until they're just covered, then immediately trap the steam by covering the bowl with a plate or a lid cover. Let it sit for 3 minutes to steam the noodles perfectly. In the meantime, I'm going to peel the egg. A little trick I learned recently is to keep running the egg through water as you peel. The water will get under the membrane, which makes it easier to remove the shell. You can also start by cracking the bottom of the egg, as sometimes there's a cavity there that can jumpstart your peeling. However you do it though, take your time with it. Patience is a virtue. If you're new to this, don't do what I just did and put yourself under the clock with the noodles cooking. Do it before boiling the noodles. Look at that. The end result is impressive, wouldn't you say? Once the time is up, remove the plate and use chopsticks to loosen the noodles. Give it a good stir to mix in the seasoning. To assemble, arrange your ham slices on top, slice your peeled soft-boiled egg in half and nestle it into the noodles, and finish by placing the green onions in one spot. And there you have it, a movie-accurate bowl of Ponyo ramen, ready in 15 minutes. Serve immediately, but be careful or you'll be dancing like Ponyo. For the time required, it hits the spot. It's pure nostalgia. It takes me back to my high school and university days where instant noodles were the greatest thing ever. Simple, satisfying, and full of sodium. Glorious. It's bright, fast, and a perfect direct recreation of the movie's spirit. So that's pretty good. But what if I tell you that you can make it even better? Keeping the spirit of Ponyo's toppings, I identify 3 main areas where we can improve Ponyo's ramen to elevate this dish to a level with more depth and flavor. Let me show you. First, let's level up our eggs and create a simple, quick-cured ramen egg. After boiling and peeling your eggs like before, I have a small Ziploc bag which I'll put in the egg, and then we're going to marinate the egg in a homemade teriyaki sauce that I made, which is a concoction of soy sauce, sake, mirin, and sugar. You can check out my other recipe video for the details. If you're short on time though, just soy sauce will work perfectly fine. Let that marinate for as long as you can, right before serving. The longer, the better. Up to 24 hours. The next item I'm going to elevate is the ham. I got these pre-sliced pork belly pieces at my Asian grocery store that I'm going to sear and glaze in my teriyaki sauce. So, in a pan, let the fat render the pork. Cook on each side until brown, about 1 to 2 minutes each. Briefly take out the pork, remove any excess oil in the pan, then add in the teriyaki sauce. Place the pork back in, and let the glaze adhere to both sides of the pork belly. Traditional ramen uses chasu, usually pork belly rolled into a log and twined, which is then braised in a sweet and savory sauce. It's tender, juicy, and rich in flavor. But it does take a lot of time to get that right, usually overnight. So I'm using a little shortcut with these slices of pork belly and glazing the meat for that rich flavor. Once these are done, I'll set it aside. Now, the final upgrade I'm going to do is the broth. This is the real game changer. This is the shoyu ramen hack, using a few pantry staples to get more depth and umami flavor in under 30 minutes, but tastes like it's been simmering all day. Here's how. In a pot on medium heat, warm up a teaspoon of sesame oil and add a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Once that starts to sizzle, I'm going to add in a cup's worth of chicken broth and 1 cup of dashi broth. I'm using chicken bouillon powder and dashi powder for a quick weeknight dinner. If you have time to make it from scratch, even better. This combination of chicken and dashi stock is key and what really takes this to the next level. My wife loves it, my kids love it, my son will know if I deviate from this formula and refuse any other soups. It's that good. Bring it to a boil, then turn the heat down and let it simmer for at least 15 minutes. Finally, when I'm nearly ready to serve, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. I do this at the end to avoid boiling it to prevent any flavor loss and create any bitterness. So this serving size is for 1, but you can definitely scale this broth according to the number of people you need to serve. While it simmers, cook your ramen noodles according to the package directions. I'm using these dry noodles which will take about 3 minutes to get ready. Time to assemble. Place your noodles in a bowl, then ladle that fragrant, homemade shoyu broth right over the top. Arrange the toppings, the pork belly, the teriyaki-cured egg sliced in half, and thinly sliced green onions. This version takes a little more effort, but the payoff is a broth with layers of flavor. It's richer, a more complex flavor, and the cured egg adds a pro touch. It's guaranteed to warm you up. The broth is noticeably richer, you get that depth from the soy sauce and the aroma from the ginger and the garlic. The creamy yolk from that cured egg goes down so smoothly and just gives it that luxurious look. That pork belly though is delicious. It's juicy, that teriyaki glaze just gives it that sweet and savory goodness. And there you have it, Ponyo's ramen in 2 quick ways. Whether you go with the lightning fast instant version or the slightly more involved broth hack version, you're creating that little pocket of Studio Ghibli warmth. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on more anime food in real life. I've made some videos on Persona's LeBlanc Curry and Mystery Food X where you can check them out here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Take care everyone.